you have a scheduled appointment because...
No, I don't have a scheduled appointment. I've been trying to get a meeting with either you or the sheriff or Mr. Nico, actually Mr. Nico for the legal stuff, and you to follow up, and the sheriff, with all the maltreatment I've received. Actually, the other day I went to San Francisco General to pick up my medical records and drop off an IDR, and I was illegally arrested by you people. And then when I went to follow up and videotape, I was told that I couldn't videotape, and when I asked for the law, we had this conversation at 11/27/12. Remember the big meeting where it was okay to videotape?
Yesterday, though, you're saying that over the weekend, this is February, so you're saying over the weekend something happened?
No, I said priorly I had gone back to San Francisco General.
Oh, okay. Okay.
11/27 of last year, I went to San Francisco General to drop off another immediate disclosure request because they continually denied me my medical records contrary to law.
Okay, well, I can't speak to any of that.
Naturally.
I do know that we had a situation involving you, but...
And I was bogusly arrested and charged with 3 bogus charges that were dropped, and I never had due process.
It's already played out.
No, it hasn't played out already because I have not had due process. Incorrect, sir. Once again, another lovely spin, but incorrect.
Actually, you just said that the charges were dropped. So
yes, and I had due process because I was illegally charged and bogusly arrested? No, so it hasn't played out, sir. No. You're screwing me by bad process has played out, but me fighting back against all the illegalities? No, it has not stopped.
So if are you asking for an official, you want to have a meeting with Mark Nico, our legal counsel? Is that what you just said?
I want a meeting with Mark over the stuff that he sent me that I'm still requesting that I haven't been able to follow up with. I want a meeting with you and the sheriff to go back over all the issues that we discussed 11/27/12 that was a failure. I want to know why it is that when you told me in that meeting that it was okay to videotape in public places, you didn't tell the people at San Francisco General, apparently, because they bogusly arrested me videotaping.
Okay.
No, I'd like to know the answer to that.
Well, actually,
that was 2 years ago, basically.
In terms of a general answer to your question,
yes, please.
You can videotape in public areas, but as you know, based on what's going on here, like right now, she's about to start talking, and you've already been advised by our deputized staff, you can't tape when people are doing their personal business here.
No, sir. No, sir. I can tape as long as I'm not trying to tape them or get over and, into their business. That's absolutely false.
What she's saying right now is being taped by
but that would be if she decided, to press charges, not you guys. Well, let's go outside. We'll talk about this outside.
Well, you understand, I'm in the middle of a meeting now that I've just stopped doing to come out to speak to you.
Right. So now the fact that I went to San Francisco General.
If you want to talk about, stop talking over me. If you want to talk about how we're not accommodating, I think we're overly accommodating for you, Mr. Garza. I'm even telling you right now I'm going to follow up with Mark about whatever you had already requested from him.
And the meetings that I'm requesting from you and the sheriff to follow up on all the other stuff?
I mean, we haven't seen each other for a while, and it's the first time that I'm even hearing that you wanted to have a meeting.
No, that's not true. I have you on video. I haven't asked before. Trust me, it's on video. No, it's not true again. Another spin. Thank you, though.
We've met how many times now?
I wouldn't know. I have to go back and look at the videos. And how many times have you promised me transparency and accountability, and there hasn't been?
Well, I can't speak to your medical records.
I'm not asking about the medical records.
You did earlier, about 3 minutes ago. You mentioned that you were having trouble getting your medical records.
And I was illegally arrested for videotaping.
But I have no control over the medical records.
I'm sorry. You don't have any control over the San Francisco sheriff people that are at San Francisco General?
No, I'm talking about your medical records.
And me seeking my medical records in a public building when your people illegally arrested me and denied me, that. Didn't you inform that it was okay to videotape in a public place?
It depends on what section of the hospital that you are in.
So did you or did you not inform them?
In terms of when you can publicly videotape people, they are fully aware of that because they're highly trained individuals.
Highly trained, and they couldn't even quote me the law that I was breaking when they told me I couldn't videotape.
So you're more intelligent than my deputized staff. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Garza? Because this
I think that's your opinion, and I believe we can let the YouTube viewers decide who is more intelligent.
It's not very productive right now.
Productive? I've had 2 years of coming to you people and not being helped. What do you classify as productive, sir?
So, one, I'm trying to tell you right now that I'm going to follow up with Mark and see if we can get you the information you requested specifically.
No, I want a meeting with Mark so that I can come in and show him everything.
No, you just said that you wanted a meeting with the sheriff.
And Mark also. Two separate meetings, one with the sheriff and you to go over.
You want 2 different meetings.
Correct.
And what is the context of your meeting with the sheriff?
quite simple, to follow up on the cup of poison that he gave me 11/27, to show that everything I was told was a lie, that there is no accountability, and to continue to prove this is a farce. Now,
so if we look back on your tape of 11/27/2012, you'll see at the end of that meeting that the sheriff indicated to you that that would be the final meeting that you would have with him regarding these issues.
no, absolutely false.
So can you do me a favor?
That was
then,
absolutely
please
false. Would you
review-
like for me to tell you what was at the end of that tape?
Can you look at the end of
I did look at the end of the tape, and he said he wanted to see how that went first before we set up another meeting. Specifically, I have it on tape. Stop trying to spin,
I'm not
sir.
trying to spin, I'm trying to help you.
You're
I'm
not,
sitting
by
here
telling
trying to-
lies.
Well, I'll tell you what, if by helping you means you want me to agree with every single thing you say, we're definitely not going to have that kind of a discussion, Mr. Garza, because I will not agree with everything you're saying in terms of what kind of services we're providing to you.
Naturally, but everybody on YouTube can see the services you have not provided.
totally fine.
So it's, of course it's fine, and I will continue. So please contact me via email when I can have these 2 meetings.
Okay.
Thank
I can
you.
follow up. Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you. Have a
Take
nice
care.
day.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and trust me, this will continue to go on because there is no morality here at the sheriff's office.
Thank you.
No, thank you for letting me show it to everyone. Well, folks, what did I tell you? It will never end. There is no accountability, no humanity, and certainly no civility at the sheriff's office. Mind you, he told me, if you look, that what they said at the end of that video was that was my final meeting. Well, look at the video. Watch the spins. Sort of like what, the sheriff told me that they were going to escort me across the street to DPH when that was a lie. Oh, isn't it wonderful when they can lie, misrepresent, misspeak? But it's also quite wonderful when I have the videos to show all along what I've said. They always want no videos so that it can be a he said, she said misrepresentation on their part. Learn the games, watch the inhumanity.